Back to the Etihad, more reaction to come after that incredible 2-2 draw between Manchester City and Liverpool, and we are delighted to welcome live touchline here the City boss Pep Guardiola. Pep, thank you very much indeed for joining us. We thoroughly enjoyed watching that. What was it like from a City boss point of view?
No, the same, I love you. I think as City fans, Liverpool fans all around the country, so maybe in the world watching the game, it wasn't, you know, both teams want to play, want to try to win the games. The one that's happened with the quality, both sides, the players, the quality they have. Normally, you know, it's happened in good games.
It was incredible speed and intensity. Did that surprise you in any way? Were you expecting a game like that today?
Honestly, we were playing to be Premier League champion, and if we don't play in this intensity, you cannot compete against Liverpool, or maybe Liverpool cannot compete against us, so we know it. So when we go on Anfield, it's the same intensity for the side, and we need it, and we gave everything, and yeah, result is result, so I would say who deserves to win, I don't know, so, but we played to do it.
Pep, we always watch your games and specifically look at tactics with yourself. Was there any reason in particular why you played Jesus today? Was it to come inside with the overlapping fullback, or any other particular reason?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm an overthinking manager, so that's why I'm a genius. So if you see Liverpool, they are so tight, so high. The spaces is in the sides and in behind. In the middle is almost impossible, except in some parts. And we try to, you know, to make more switch of plays and more runners because they are high, because they help to be there, because they are exceptional in that movement to regain the ball quicker, and after the threat in the transition is unbelievable. So look at the second goal. We start, lose the ball, Alexander-Arnold put the ball inside, the more control inside Salah in the moment Mane attack. How many times has done this? 1,000 millions in these 5 or 6 years, but still they do it because they are really good. And yeah, that was the reason why. And yeah, in general, was Gabriel, Raj, and Phil were amazing, were fantastic in the job they done.
Yeah, you touched base already on the second goal of Liverpool. Of course, when you go into the halftime with a 2-1 lead, how disappointing is it when you come out, when you do your speech, that you have to be composed?
Yeah,
that you concede after 46 seconds.
Yeah, I would love to say. I think you don't have any player that will learn. So it's football.
True.
So it's football. So say, no, you cannot concede a goal in the last minutes. Yeah, you can concede a goal in the last minutes. So it's football. So yeah, Eddie was not good in the decision. We take in, and after the quality they have. So, and after we suffer, because the people talk about tactics, but how we can talk about the reaction and mentally when you are in the locker room, like we make an incredible first half and immediately 2-2 because after 1 minute, and we suffered these 5 or 6 or 7 minutes. But after again, Bernardo and Rodri, they took the ball, they took the game, and yeah, it's difficult to create chance against them. But if the last minute we have a good decision making with Gabriel pass back and Jack in the last counter-attack to push Kevin coming from behind, the chance we have Riyad, so it was a pity because we allowed them few when it's a team that create a lot of chances, and we create enough to win the game.
But when we spoke this week, you were talking about pushing each other and two great teams over the last 5 years. Have we just seen that in one game again, going head-to-head, toe-to-toe, these two teams?
I think we respect them a lot. They know it, and I think they respect us a lot. So in the last 4 or 5 years, I think we were incredible in a nice battle. So Jurgen make me a better manager. Always I try to do what they do and the way they do. And I think the most important thing, so how many regrets can I have as a manager to my players, to our people? Honestly, it's impossible. So I know against which team we played, and no one single regret. So we were fantastic, and after 7 games, I know we have to win all the games to be champion, and maybe we're not going to do it. But how many regrets we can have when we fight again after 5 seasons until the end against this Liverpool? So we're going to try now. Try to Madrid, Champions League, FA Cup, and yeah, move forward.
Still in your hands, though.
I would say yes. Maybe tomorrow, no, but yes. We're going to sleep top of the league, yeah, that's for sure.
Great to see you. Thank you very much indeed.
All the best.
Thank you very much. Oh, there you go. You're going to give
me the last
over.
question. And then
this is fantastic, isn't it?
Standing us in 10 minutes.
Look at this.
See you in 6 days.
Don't know how long we're going to chat, but we're going to wait.
It's not a bad
For the
substitution,
2 best
is it?
managers in the world.
We have a quality.
I told her, don't do it, but she was against United. She was in the crowd and got an elbow, and now she wanted to go there.
Oh, yeah.
But with the security and another guy.
Bodyguard.
You will appreciate around the world. If there's anyone we're going to wait for, it's Pep Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp. Good to see you.
Ladies. You know?
Coach, how are you? You good?
I'm good, yeah.
Whew, we're still getting a breath. What was that like from your point of view?
They're good. I liked it. So after the game to the boys, I said to the boys, I'm happy with a lot of things, but it feels like there was more in for us today. We could have, in our moments when we played football, I thought we caused them more problems than we did in the past. So around goals, generally we played pretty good. We remember goals which we scored here after, 30 passes, or at Anfield, double switch, these kind of things. But what we did around the first goal, that's actually what we want to do more often. The only problem is we lose a ball, and their counter-attacks are really crazy, and you don't just shake that off. It's just, okay, be careful, maybe not in tight areas, pass there, and that's what you saw. But from my point of view, I say it's a fair result, and yeah, we will not stop chasing, obviously. We have now 2 different competitions. Champions League, very important, and then FA Cup against them as well, crazy. Yeah, and from then, when we play Premier League, we will give it a go.
When we spoke last week, you were talking about their insane football. To go behind twice here, but to hit back on both occasions, what does that say about the strength of your players?
If somebody questions the mentality of my boys or character, that would be really crazy. And how it is in football, so you need a bit of luck. The goal we scored was a great goal, but it's like inches. Ball, take it direct, one touch and in. That can happen everything. It can be in the stands, and it's the same character. You just lose the game. They started obviously the first half with a similar situation when Ali could make the save. That gave them the momentum. You could see that, and this situation gave us the momentum. So we were really, the next 10-15 minutes, we were really in control, and I like that a lot. We have to extend these phases, and then we probably can win a game against them as well.
Jürgen, another characteristic your team displays, and a lot of courage, especially at the back. I always look at you and think sometimes Manchester City were playing in behind, but you've still got that bravery to push up, to squeeze the game, to try to keep your attacks going.
Okay, in football it's like this. If there's no pressure on the ball, you cannot have a high slide. We had that once or twice today. But in all other situations, when Hendo could step up, because the wingers had to defend the width, obviously, then Hendo can step up. Then you saw them turning, passing back and stuff like this. But there's a moment when you take a deep breath. That's a moment when you have to drop, but you can't. That's not that easy. It's like all of a sudden, he has the ball free, no pressure, and then he chips it just in behind. We were lucky when they scored the goal and it was disallowed for offside. But apart from that, we wanted to be ourselves. And it doesn't mean a crazy high line. It just means we want to put them under pressure where they want to build. And that worked out a lot of times, not all the times. And then, you could suffer a little bit, but that's the way it is.
Jürgen, now the game has been played and you leave the stadium as well. How do you feel? How's your emotion? Do you think it's 2 games of 2 points lost or 2 points won?
No. The season is too long. If we win today, then we are 2 points up. What is that then? Feet on the chair or what, and say that's it. They will not lose a lot of games. We will not lose a lot of games, hopefully. If we do, then we have no chance. That's fine. If we don't do, but the plan is actually to keep them under pressure. Yes, we were already in a similar situation years ago. We didn't become champion because of 11 inches. People forget that. It was a situation here, in that goal, I think, when Stones and Ederson kick the ball in each other's face, and in the end Stones can make that save. If that ball is in, we are maybe champion. A few weeks later, Burnley, similar situation. City can score a goal for that against Burnley, and that's the situation. We cannot force luck. We will just try absolutely everything to win our games, and then we will see what they do. But we have other competitions between now and then, it's all good.
Yeah. You do have other competitions, but you've got 7 league games to go. Do you think it's going to be that fine margin again that you're going back to?
Yeah, hopefully. If it's not a fine margin, then I can see them dropping plenty of points. So we have to be really nearly perfect and ruthless and force luck in these moments in games where we really just win football games, and then we will see if they drop somewhere points or not. We will face them only. Okay, Champions League we could face them as well. So at least one more time, but not in the league at least. So now we have just to make sure that the next Premier League games are United and Everton. So against us, they 100% squeeze both performance out. That we can imagine that. It's not that they just give up and say, okay, we don't want. No, that will be really, really tough for us. But I couldn't be bothered about it. I'm really happy with the situation and our development, and yeah, all good. Let's go.
Let's go indeed. Listen, you said last week the whole world stops for this fixture. It did. It didn't disappoint. Thank you. And thank you for joining us, Jürgen. Great to see you. Thank you very much indeed. Wow. Match day live at the Etihad. We had to wait for Pep Guardiola and Jürgen Klopp live. Doesn't get much better than that, does it?
No,
big Virgil as
Virgil
well,
van Dijk to
Hey,
throw it in as well.
Forget
Just-
Yes.
Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, I
then.
know.
And back to us now, sadly.
Yeah.